to, I've listened as several older gentlemen who I knew were staunch Democrats sat there and said, 16-year-old having abortions? That's horrible. Like, I can't vote for her.
So you're saying that Republicans can win by pointing out the extremism of their opponents on these issues?
Absolutely.
But Holly, isn't it the case that as soon as a Republican... I've been told that if a Republican even uses a word that starts with the letter A, he's immediately lost the election, because in Massachusetts you can't be too liberal on social issues. So be more liberal is good.
Well, you know, in a legislative campaign, which we're going to talk about later on today, look, I don't think you should be running, you should keep it on the physical issues. As far as a statewide campaign, you're going to get asked the questions. The problems are that the Republicans hide from their positions, okay? And they don't answer the questions very well. I had a discussion with the other paper recently, which was not the Boston Herald, and they were hammering me and saying this about social issues and that about social issues, and I said, why, is this what this candidate's all about? And I said, no, this is what you're all about. And I kept on saying, in fact, if anybody I talked to, this paper, the other paper, was the only person that brought up these social issues to me. I said, you guys are obsessed with this stuff, and you got to kind of get over it. And I brought them back and said, this is what these people are running on, and try to give them kind of a dope slap about stuff. And I think it's, Republicans do kind of cower. And instead of, when you get approached on an issue, and any candidate that is coached on this, should be, if they're going to bring up an issue that you don't want to be discussing, you punch them back in the nose so that they never bring up the issue again. Yeah. So if somebody brings up that, you're pro-life and that's not going to fit into what the mainstream thinks that a Republican win, you turn around and you punch Markey in the nose and you say, really? That guy's for 9-month abortions.
Right.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. We've got to wrap it up in 1 more hour. The town hall coming up. The conservative future of Massachusetts will hear it here on the town hall event. I am Michael Graham.